What was that?
When they contact me, it's always my search. I put myself on.
Yeah.
40 searches.
Yeah. It's a good activity to do.
All right, good session.
Good to see you. Have a good day. Have you all met yet?
No.
Michael, this
Fine.
is Mike, this is Scott. Sorry, it's gonna take me.
It's okay.
Brothers to think it's Michael, so,
Oh, and you was that Michael?
yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't. It happens all the time, so we know that. Yeah.
I've never met like, I also have a friend named Michael, and he gets upset when people shorten it to Mike,
Oh, really?
so, yeah.
I think it's just a personal choice, yeah, personal preference.
Yeah, morning, Erica.
Good morning.
Let's get started in a few minutes. Scott, did you get that email from Stacy about the 30 coffees in 30 days? Because didn't you say you wanted to do that? That's
Yeah.
okay.
What about the email? Was
It has instructions and the link to sign up. Oh, we can go over that. Yeah, we'll go over that.
Maybe it is. I just saw that it's kind of like.
Yeah.
Anything else? I didn't have to sign out to do it.
Yeah, she had she did that so that we know who to give the $5 gift card to.
That's right, there's $5.
Yeah. So we'll go through all those details in a minute.
It's
It's a little something. Yeah. Hey, it's free money.
free money.
And just for signing up. And then there's the $100 prize.
Yeah, I guess it didn't really. Trying to set appointments with people and work on that kind of thing. Or
Yeah.
I was too concerned about it. And I guess I did see the email, I just was honestly didn't read it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I know Stacy, she's our admin, so she's not always in front of y'all as much, so I just wanted to make sure y'all are receiving her emails
Yeah.
and know not to.
That's why I'm still reading it.
Yeah. Mike, have you started to get her emails? Or it's one email, I think.
From,
Stacy,
don't think so.
it actually came from,
No, I don't see.
yeah, it did come from her. Okay.
Yeah. I have a question for you. What is it Sisu or Susi?
Sisu?
Sisu, right?
Yes,
Oh, okay, so I did get,
you got the onboarding. That must have been the onboarding.
yeah, what the coaching, right?
Yeah, so Sisu is a tool that we use that gives us some visibility into command. So when you're logging activities or doing things into command, we can see how you're doing and your progress toward your goals. And then you also can log into Sisu and see the progress as well. And it gives you some like percentages and just gives you a bit more. I think some people enjoy it because it kind of gamifies your actions in a way by showing how close you're getting to your goals. So we're trying to get that started and using that more. So
Go ahead
yes.
and go and sign up for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think Stacy has.
Yeah, she sent me an email and instructions about it. I was just like, wait, is it something else that I should be doing? I wasn't quite certain. I was like, wait a minute, is this part of the command? I just, like I said, I wasn't quite certain. So I thought I would just ask next time I saw it. So yeah, I'll take care of that.
It's technically, so it's integrated into command and it just gives more visibility, so. Awesome, okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So let me put up my slides. Morning, Megan.
Morning. Sorry, I was like having, I don't know what's going on. Good morning.
Okay, so I wanted to change things up this time and start with an icebreaker. We have quite a few new people and I realized that y'all aren't always meeting each other and getting to know each other. So I wanted to do the classic, 2 truths and 1 lie game that we play, So I'll give everyone maybe 30 seconds or a minute to think of them. And then we can all start and then we'll kind of go around and introduce ourselves and do that. So, has everyone played this before?
No.
You haven't played this before? Okay, it's pretty common in like, the corporate world.
No.
So you, yeah, it's 2 truths and a lie, so 2 things that are true about you and then 1 lie. And then you'll say them out loud and then we have to guess what the lie is.
Gotcha.
So, do y'all want me to do mine first? Give y'all an example.
Sure.
Let me think of. Okay, I've never gotten stitches. I've never broken a bone. And I've knocked out 3 teeth. So 2 of those are the truth and 1 is a lie, so. You guesses?
Gotcha. Never gotten stitches?
That's, that is the lie, yeah. I have never broken a bone, I have gotten stitches before, and I did knock out 3 teeth when I was a baby,
Oh my
so. I feel like the teeth one is usually what people guess as the lie, so.
Huh.
That was good, although stitches are pretty common, so, yeah, so it doesn't have to be anything serious, we'll just, go around, does anyone have theirs written down?
I was ready to,
It's hard to think of the lie sometimes.
Yeah, I was just like, well, the truth, that's the only
trying
truth.
to make them sound very.
Right.
Very similar, very similar.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make
I
them
was trying
sound very similar.
With all the health related stuff, yeah, I'll give y'all a few more seconds.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, you wanna go first, Scott?
I'll go. So I played basketball in college. I was part of a state swim team. And I was once a figure skater.
A figure skater?
Yeah.
I mean, I know my guess, but.
I feel like you're trying to throw us off with the figure skating.
I kind of do too.
Is the lie the swim team?
No.
That's not the lie. You were a swimmer. What was the first one? Basketball?
College basketball.
I don't know, Mike, do you wanna guess?
I was gonna say the figure skater. No, it's basketball.
So random that. When did you do figure skating? That's what I mean.
Like, you gotta learn how to skate first.
Yeah.
And usually they figure skate. So that I can.
Skater, yeah.
I'm probably an excellent skater, figure skater.
That's a little bit harder with skating.
Yeah. Like skating, yes, figure skating, man, I don't know about that, I wouldn't go that far,
Yeah, and then you did a swim team in high school? Did state swim team, was that?
yeah, so when I lived in Massachusetts, I actually made the paper a few times.
Oh, cool.
My biggest thing was going out of state. And Michael Phelps was actually from Maryland, and I are about the same age.
Oh,
We're
cool.
actually at the same. And I don't actually know if we competed against,
Yeah.
competed against each other, but I do remember swimming in a bed. And I thought I was doing really well, and I got to the end and I got like swimming by somebody, so I like to think.
That's funny. Cool.
Because I mean, Michael fell, poor Michael fell for this.
Yeah.
There was a guy that like dusted me. And I like to prove that. The reason I got dusted is because it's.
Yeah, only because. Yeah, awesome, okay, Mike, do you wanna go next?
Sure. I'm originally from South Dakota. I've lived in 7 states and I've lived in Colorado for 20 years.
Okay,
Everybody's fun. Make them similar, right?
Right.
I feel like the Colorado one is the truth.
Yeah, I feel like that was a lot.
20 years,
This is
but
exaggeration. Especially with the South Dakota.
yeah, oh yeah, that's true. You just have to go.
In the 7 state thing. But they're all very similar.
Yeah. Anyone on Zoom have any guesses?
I think living in 7 states is a lie.
Got it, yeah.
And that's a lie?
Yep.
Okay. So you were born, did you say born in South?
Born and raised in South Dakota, yeah, but I moved to Colorado in 1999.
Okay, I thought you've been here for a while from our initial meeting. I wasn't sure if it's the full 20 years though.
It's like 23.
Oh, wow, okay, awesome. Okay, who wants to go first on Zoom?
I can go.
Okay, Erica, you wanna go?
Sure. I know how to change a spare tire. I went to Britney Spears's last concert and I only have one cousin.
Britney Spears? Is that the lie?
No, that one's true.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's like really specific.
I think you have more cousins.
That's true too. I only have one.
Oh,
Ah.
You got
You got me.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm like,
That's funny. Yeah, that's crazy, only one cousin.
Mhm.
Wow, is that on your mom's side or dad's side?
My mom.
Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, and then Connie, I don't know if you caught on to what we're playing, but we're playing the game 2 Truths and a Lie. So we're gonna go with Megan and then give you a few seconds to think of yours. So what are yours, Megan?
Okay, I'm an only child. I have an Italian Greyhound, and I played rugby in high school and college.
What was the second one? You have an Italian,
Greyhound.
oh,
It's a
great.
dog. Yeah.
Well, you do have a puppy, right? I just can't remember what type. Yeah, I feel like that's true.
It is true.
I think it's the 3rd one.
What was the third one?
Must be.
Oh, rugby.
That's actually true.
I was gonna say, actually, that's true. Yeah.
Very specific. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out there because they're gonna totally guess at this point.
Yeah, okay, what was the first one again?
I'm an only child.
So how many siblings do you have?
I have 2 older brothers.
Me too, yeah, I have 2 older brothers. Okay, rugby is cool, lots of sports today.
Hence how I got into rugby, because my brother was like, go play rugby. Okay, I'll go get beat up for fun.
Yeah. Awesome, okay, and then Connie, do you wanna go?
okay. I grew up in Kansas. I went to Kansas State University and I have a pilot's license.
What was the first one?
Grew up in Kansas. When did I say pilot's license? Is
Go with it. That's my guess.
the lie?
Um,
That you went to, yeah, that's not, that is true, right? You did go to Kansas State? You didn't go to Kansas State? What
I
did
went,
you-
I went to KU, for heaven's sakes. I am not a K-Stater. I am a Jayhawk.
Yeah, okay, you got me on that one. Yeah, I went to some Kansas something, I just couldn't remember
It was state. Trying to be sneaky.
yeah, awesome. Morning, Evan. Well, looks like you.
Oh,
Awesome. Morning, Evan.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. We're two truths and a lie, so I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you happen to know of two truths and a lie off the bat, you can go. If not, we can come back to it later. Have you played that game before?
Sorry, it cut out a little bit. Say it again.
Oh, we were just playing the. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie.
Oh, okay. Is it my turn then?
If you can think of something that. If you can think of something that fast.
Okay, come back to me. Let me think of something.
I think, are you on your phone and your computer? Because I was echoing, but you weren't echoing. So.
No, I'm just on my computer. I tell you, I it's because I use Jabra because my computer volume is so low all the time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna think of two truths and a lie, and then I'll come back to me.
Sounds good. That's funny. There's always something going on with Zoom. Okay, and then so let's.
I think you just muted yourself, isn't it?
Oh, no, the sound is through the sound bar.
Oh, gotcha.
So if I have myself unmuted on my computer, then it would be doing the echoing thing on my end. No worries. Okay, then let me pull up our one thing from last week to do the follow-ups. Let's see. So Erica, didn't you hold another open house or you shadowed another open house this weekend? How did that go?
It was good. It was better weather, so I think a lot busier than the one where I shadowed. And got some contact info, sent a text afterwards, and then I'm gonna check in again today.
Awesome. Yeah, the weather definitely was better. So you did get, was that one person you spoke with that was on there?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Okay, and then let's see, Scott, you wanted to, so you got the dry erase board set up, correct? The schedule, how's that going?
Good. It's organized and a lot more productive.
And is your son, I think you said your son, okay, but he had put something on there, right?
He made his own version
Okay.
for the dog. So I guess over the summer he's gonna have dog school, teach the dog multiplication and division. So
Okay.
I'm working, I guess, is stay working as well. Teaching the dog.
Awesome. Yeah,
Maybe I can make money off the dog. The dog actually picks that up.
if he learns how to multiply, yeah. For those who don't know, Scott, set up a dry erase board with his schedule in the kitchen, I think, or.
Like outside of like the office space. that I'm
Okay.
using.
And he put his schedule so that his son knows when he is working or when he's doing the most important things like lead gen. So for those of you all who have someone else in your household, even if it's just like a roommate or a partner, I think that definitely gives some visibility. Or like, Mike, don't you share a calendar with your wife? Yeah. So I think that can definitely help when you're trying to time block for lead gen or really important activities, just to get their buy-in and commitment to your business. So awesome. And then I also have for you, Scott, to organize or to get organized with social media posts.
So, I mean, I've started working on that. I think I've recognized I need a Facebook business page. And that's probably gonna be some things I'm gonna try to work on this week.
Okay.
to help with the constant posting that needs to be done, so it's a little more streamlined and not me trying to.
Like scheduling out.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
without a Facebook business page. That's
Mhm.
be diligent.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately, you can't schedule out personal posts on Facebook, which is frustrating, so yeah, that business page I think will help. And you can schedule Instagram posts through the Facebook business page as well.
Right.
Okay, awesome, and then Connie, I have that you were gonna work on your social media plan, did you do that at all?
On my social media plan.
Thought you said that. Unless I read it.
No, I think that I had mentioned wanting to plan an event for a neighborhood event. And you know what? No, I'm gonna say I was kind of waiting for Scott to, he moved, he's working in Buena Vista. Anyway, that was pretty much the big thing. Today's the first day of my reset. So anyway, whatever. But it's all good. It's all good.
Good, yeah, well, this is a great time to reset because we're now starting the second quarter of the year, so, good timing. And then, Evan, so yours was to get more email addresses, so you could set up those monthly emails, did you do that?
Yeah, I did work on that. I did get a few more emails. I actually did an open house too with Stephanie on Saturday, so that was pretty cool. Sorry, my sound always the worst when I talk to you. Let me just turn this thing off and turn up my computer and try and hear you the best that I can. Hold on. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay, perfect. And now you're not echoing for yourself, huh?
I think it's still. Yeah.
So weird. So I did an open house with Stephanie in Applewood on Saturday. There's only 2 people that came, but it was still nice just to have the experience I've before. So I feel a little more comfortable doing open houses or, help co-hosting with people and stuff like that now too.
I was at that same. Close to 15, 20.
At the same
people.
house?
At the same house, yeah.
Huh.
That's
That is
interesting.
interesting.
I'm trying to think, when I used to hold open houses, I didn't really notice a difference between Saturday and Sunday unless there was some sort of event going on, like a football game on Saturday or something.
Yeah,
So I don't know if it
a
was-
lot of our Sunday, there was a lot of nosy neighbors, so I'll say that. As far as
Yeah,
everything else, I mean, it seemed like a lot of people getting out of church and.
did y'all have signs up in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
So maybe the neighbors saw the signs on Saturday and then decided to go Sunday, or
They were,
they were out for church.
Mother was slightly better. Saturday.
Mhm. Yeah, interesting. Did anyone else hold any open houses? No, I don't think, okay, awesome. Okay, so let me share my screen really quick. So I think I've talked to Scott and Evan about this, but I wanted to get everyone else's opinion. So I'm trying to make these Monday meetings more purposeful and valuable for y'all. So I wanted to run through kind of the format and get y'all's input on that, and then also on the timing as well. So we've typically been doing the follow-up from last week. We just started doing some script practice, and then we've been doing an activity on our phone, like sending text messages, and then we have the lead generation focus and the one thing. Other ideas I had today, we did that icebreaker. Let's see, doing some sort of activity in command And then maybe adding some sort of mindset focus along with the lead generation one. Do y'all have any thoughts or input on those things? Anyone? Scott, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I was good with extending the timeline.
Okay. And then when it comes to the format, is there anything we're doing that you don't think is necessary or anything we're not doing that you would like to add?
Not necessarily. I mean, I guess I just have all kinds of questions and stuff. You know, especially when it comes out, you know, coming out of doing another open house with somebody different. You know, she used the feedback form versus a sign-in sheet. And almost in my mind, I feel like I should go and do both in a way, you know what I mean? Because I felt like with the feedback form, I felt like we weren't. Or the presentation was, it was very late in the game trying to get them to fill out the feedback form. And then when they did, they obviously left off name, phone number,
Yeah.
email address. So there's no follow-up possibility off of that. Where if I hit them at the beginning with a sign-up sheet on the table, plus the feedback form, potentially they'll pick up the feedback form, fill that out as they're going through the house. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't really know. You know, just trying to brainstorm. Obviously, I won't be doing an open house over Easter, but open houses are kind of going to be my Sunday go-to, other than obviously this upcoming one. Ian says it's Easter. Yeah, that's a real possibility.
Yeah, I think the sign-in sheet and feedback form are both great. I can see why if you're only getting feedback at the end, you're kind of like missing the initial connection, or maybe you're not.
And maybe it was like that presentation, and I guess just like, as far as like suggestions would be just sort of like having an open forum where we can all like sort of brainstorm, you know,
Okay.
like where we have, I don't know, 10 minutes to just brainstorm something that's on everyone's mind. Like for me, like what's on my mind right now is I went to an open house. A lot of nosy neighbors, one of the nosy neighbors had a great conversation with, you know what I mean? But then when, you know, just her inability to spin them into that feedback form, and then I was trying to spin them into that feedback form, you know what I mean? That feedback form. Obviously, I got them to fill out the feedback form, but then how do I continue to turn that and try to get that phone number, continue to, you know, push that, especially at the end versus at the beginning. And I get where the sign-in sheet, she was saying she got a lot of people for Donald Duck and fake phone numbers, email addresses. So I guess no matter what you do, you're gonna have people that are just reluctant to give out information. And maybe that's just in communication where we're not expressing enough value, or we're not showing this nosy neighbor enough value. But without that,
I mean, it could be the quality of the conversation, although I think some people go into the open house like determined not to give their info to another realtor, especially they've gone to 3 other open houses that day. So I think there are some that are always gonna either say no or put fake info. When I used to hold open houses, I would have the sign-in sheet, and I would also have a sign that said, please sign in. And so sometimes they would kind of see that, and then I would also bring it up and
that's where it's on the table, sign in, and then feedback form. Here, take one as you go through, and what's your thoughts? So now I've got two shots at it. And then we'll be having our discussion, just being a little more like, you know, expressing the value that I bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and one thing I would mention sometimes too is that I would ask them to sign in because the sellers wanted to know who was coming into their home. And that seemed to, that little script seemed to help. I never forced anyone to sign in. I just tried to ask them. Yeah,
You know, if they don't, they don't.
yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts for open houses? Erica, how did the person you were doing it with do it?
We had a sign-in sheet, not really a feedback form, so just a sign-in sheet, and then we asked people to sign in when they came in. Most people were really receptive. She said something that I didn't really think of, but totally makes sense. Kind of a safety thing too, especially if it's just us by ourselves and maybe we need to like know who comes in. So I think she just sort of said like, you know, seller's interested and we just got to make sure we have a log of who's coming in and out. But yeah, they were pretty receptive. I can imagine that we may get some people who aren't so receptive. So, but yeah, it worked pretty well.
Awesome. And then Evan, how did the agent you were with do it? Was that step?
That was
That was Stephanie
so
too.
pretty true.
She probably did the same, yeah. Okay, awesome. So, oh, go ahead. Oh, now we can't hear you again. No, you might. I wonder if it was disconnecting the speaker that did that.
But anyway, as far as like thoughts and changes for the format, I think like an open discussion of
Okay.
what we saw, at least for me, where
So
I
not
think getting feedback from you, getting feedback
Okay.
from Mike. Bull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna run that. So not like a Q&A, more like a brainstorm.
You know, seeing that book does something. Saw this is what I'm thinking, you know. Or I go off and use your van goes off this, you know what I mean? Just getting any different perspectives. Like when I was at the open house with Stephanie, you know, obviously we got there, there was a lot of people there. And you know, a prime example was like me painting a picture of how I would show the house. We walk into this room and I'm like, well, what would you do in this room to her? And she's, well, I see this as, you know, the grandkids and a couple of bunk beds and this and that, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, you know, that's funny that you say that because in my mind, when I saw this room, I thought home office. But she's a little older than me, potentially has the grandkids. So it's that different perspective. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a different perspective on things. You know what I mean? Like I saw home office because my mind is just like, I want a home office. my bedroom, but a desk in it, you know what I mean? Like, which is cool, but I would much prefer. Maybe I'll be my buyer.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. And then Mike, I know this is your first one, but with the format, does that all sound good? Do you have any original thoughts? Okay. And then let's see, Erica, with the format that we went through, do you have any suggestions or thoughts?
I don't think so.
Okay, what about you, Megan?
No, I this is probably the only Monday I'll be able to come because I start my new job next Monday. So, but if they are, I will just be watching them on recordings. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
That's what you're talking about, right? Not the open house format. You're talking about like the class format, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was like, I just want to make sure I was talking about the right thing.
Okay, awesome. And we do have, yes, we will record these and we do have those Saturday sessions as well. So that those might be your main focus then. And then Connie, do you have any thoughts or suggestions? You're still muted.
I know. No, I didn't do an open house this last weekend.
Oh, with the format of these Monday group meetings.
Oh, okay, because I thought we were talking about the open houses. I'm sorry, you know what, I'm writing, I'm sorry, it seems like I'm not paying great attention, but I'm writing down the names of people that I want to get together with for coffee because of that 30-day challenge. And so names keep popping into my head and I keep writing them down. And so that's what I'm doing. You know, if we were in person, literally going through and working on something, you had mentioned that in command, or this last week, a couple days ago, I got really gummed up in the RE Colorado and don't know why something's not working. And you know, something like that would be helpful, and I probably would come down. So
Okay, yeah, I did, yeah, that's one thing I was thinking of, was adding a command activity, since I know, I mean, we really should be in command every day doing something with our business. However, it can be hard to learn everything all at once. So I felt like adding that activity would be helpful. So that's a good thought. Evan, do you have any thoughts or suggestions?
I actually I did, and now I just, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, actually, yeah, I hear you saying about command, because I do want to start building a newsletter, like I told you. So I think just like if we were to get together and work on things that maybe we could get help with, you know, doing it in class or like whenever we could attend or whatever. I think that'd be good. The goals that we have, if we're struggling doing it all on our own, then maybe we could use like your guidance, you know?
Okay, awesome. Let me write that down. Okay, perfect. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is, in order to do all of those things, I feel like we can't get that done in an hour. So are you all open to extending the meeting from 10 to 11 to 10 to 11:30 instead? So I think Scott, you said that worked for you. What about you, Mike? Works for you. Evan, I think you said that worked. What about Connie and Erica then?
I just know if we go over 2 hours.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
you know, that it does work. And you know, do we always need to make it an hour and a half instead of an hour? You know, I don't know, but if I know ahead of time what we're going to be working on, and basically, you know, look at this is, you know, the not homework, but the pre-paving for the meeting, to know where we're going with it, as opposed to, okay, now we're gonna do this and open it up and find this and whatever. If it's kind of pre-paved for me, that would be helpful going into it. And you know, so maybe you know, I don't know if doing an hour and a half every single week is necessary, or if we say, you know, we set aside a couple times a month to say, this is not just a meeting, but this is like a little mini workshop, and this is what we're doing. That's just throwing out it, you know, just a different angle on it, as opposed to like is always an hour and a half. Just a thought.
And then, so I have been sending an email on Sundays that typically has some, like a little sentence of what we're going to be covering. Would it be helpful to do that on Saturday or Friday or earlier than I've been doing it? You're fine with Sunday?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it gave me a chance to navigate the coaching resources and pull the stuff up, and I actually have it up now, so I'm ready.
Okay, what about you, Mike?
I think sending out Sunday's fine.
Sunday's fine. With everyone on Zoom, is Sunday okay, or do you prefer it earlier?
Sunday works.
I mean, Connie, I think, would prefer to have things earlier. She looks like she's looking for a little more structure as far as like how the meeting's gonna progress.
Yeah, Connie, would you prefer to get it on Saturday or an earlier day?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, Sunday's fine. Sunday's fine.
But maybe just flesh it out a little bit more, before, more than I've been doing. Yes, maybe, okay. And
Have
then,
you been sending those out already?
Yeah, I've been sending them and I'll, like, the one I sent yesterday, I think I included the script that we are gonna do today, if we get to it, but I
I
could
don't-
definitely.
I don't think I've been getting them for
I
some
mean,
reason.
There's a script in there?
I thought there was a script in there, okay, no, then, okay, I'll need to look at that, because actually when I looked
You
at it.
did mention the general gratitude script on C13, but you didn't put it in the newsletter or the emails.
Yeah, I didn't copy the script in, but I just letting y'all know what it was. Let me look, because when I looked at command this morning, it said the email was processing, so maybe. It
I got it.
randomly decided to. Do that, I'm not sure, I'll have to look at that, so maybe. If it is taking longer to process, maybe I do send that out Saturday so that I make sure y'all get it, but let me look into that after. And then Erica, what about you with the timing?
Maybe a couple things. So first, I'm good with Sunday. I don't know if I really said that. But I think I would be able to attend. I don't think the timing makes too much of a difference for me. Just only that commuting, I might have to just factor in on a like day by day basis. So sometimes virtual, sometimes in person.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let me work on that this week and let me think about all the feedback. I think everything y'all gave me was great, so let me think about it. And moving forward, anytime y'all have feedback about these meetings or you want to stop doing something or add something else, let me know. None of this is set in stone, so I want this to be as purposeful and valuable for y'all as possible. So any other thoughts or questions before we move on? No, okay. So now let's go through the upcoming classes and announcements for this week. So we have the lead generation with Brea event. Wait, actually, we are not having that this week.
I was gonna say, right, you're not.
Where is that? So we are not having that this Wednesday because we have the Color of Real Estate event. So that is a regional event. You should have received an email from KW Colorado about that, and you're welcome to attend. They have the Color of Real Estate for 2 hours, and then break for lunch, and then the masterminds. It does cost extra, however, and the regional events typically do cost a little more money, but it's just additional education that you can plug into. And the Color of Real Estate 2 hours will give you 2 hours of CE credit. So we will be there on Wednesday, so we won't be doing the Legion with Brea event this Wednesday, but we'll be back the following Wednesday for that. And then we are starting our master classes for April. So Charles and I are doing 20 master classes around social media. We're starting this Thursday, and then it'll be every Tuesday through Thursday, 30 minutes each day. So the first one this Thursday is going to be document your day on Instagram stories. So these are more like workshop type tactical classes. So we will be taking you through the process of the subject of that day. So this Thursday, it'll be document your day on Instagram stories. So by the end of those 30 minutes, you'll have posted something on social media. So any questions about the master classes?
Are those in person as well?
Yes, however, it might be easier for you to come in person. I think it depends on how well you're able to do things via Zoom. So if you can come in person, that's probably best. However, it'll be on Zoom. So, and we're doing a different topic every day. So maybe look at they're all on the calendar, look at them and figure out which ones you want to do. I think Charles is doing one on Twitter. And for me personally, I don't have a Twitter, so I probably won't attend that one. So yeah, any other questions?
That's this week, right? So-
We're starting Thursday. And
And
then,
that's here in office.
yeah, in this room, yeah. And then we also have this Saturday, the coaching is going to be on how to read a title commitment, a net sheet, and create an estimated net sheet. So I'll be teaching that alongside Andrea, who works with land titles. So that will be our focus for this Saturday. So that'll be from 9 to 11 on Zoom only, since it's the weekend. And then lastly, so we have, I know we talked about this last time. Let me pull up the notes, but we have the 30 coffees in 30 days event. Was everyone, I don't know, Megan, were you here last time? When we talked about it? No, and Mike, you weren't here either, okay. So this is an event we're doing this month with the entire coaching program, so Margaret's team and my team. So if you commit to trying to do 30 coffees in 30 days and sign up through the email that Stacy sent, then we will give you a $5 gift card for your first coffee. And then we also, let me actually pull up that email. Did everyone get this email? Scott, you might have deleted it.
I'm pretty sure I deleted this.
Okay. Did everyone else get this email?
How long ago? Or what day is it?
Tuesday, March 28th.
This is off the subject, sorry to interrupt. Now I remembered I was gonna say, when you said about having workshops, like doing stuff in class, I think something I've been wanting to do is like put a presentation folder together just so I could learn how to do it since I've never done one.
Is that the listing or buyer presentation?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let me know if you did receive this email from Stacy. She included a bit of information in the sign up form. So in order for us to give you the gift card, you need to sign up first and commit to doing this challenge. And then each day you'll report your results in here. So
Figured it out. Tuesday.
forward it to you, Scott. Okay.
See no more gift cards from Bob for March 28th.
Oh, yeah, that was spam, yeah. And then, so you have to fill out the tracking form each day that you have a coffee, and you are welcome to, it doesn't have to be coffee, it could be tea or a drink or just something else. And you're welcome to staff events, so you could maybe hang out at a coffee shop and meet with 3 different people over the course of a few hours. And by the end of the month, everyone that's reached 30 coffees will get entered into a hat, and we're gonna draw a winner, and that person will receive a $100 gift card. So at minimum, by committing, you'll get the $5 gift card, and I would love that for everyone to sign up and try to get to 30, but even if you don't get to 30, even if you only have a few coffee dates, that's still gonna put you more ahead in your business than you were before. So any questions about this event? One, okay.
I think that actually works out well. When it's 11:30, I can set up like lunches, especially on Mondays. You know what I mean, with somebody. Which this isn't coffee.
Yeah, it could be a lunch too, so it just needs to be an in-person meeting. We picked coffee because that's a pretty common thing to do, and it gives you some sort of activity versus just sitting across from them in a random place. And you don't have to go in talking about real estate, just catch up with them, see how their life is going. It'll probably come up, but these are just get-togethers with people in your sphere that you want to get closer to. So let me see. For those who are on Zoom, are y'all interested in participating or not?
I said I would try. I know I probably won't have too many coffee dates. It's not really a coffee date, but I made a play date. Remember I messaged that lady I met at the library last Monday. So we set up a play date for next Monday at 1.
Awesome. Yeah, I would count that. And yeah, so the tracking is self-reported. So just, you can ask me if you're not sure, but I would consider that essentially a coffee date, or it's in the same spirit as one. So I think that counts.
Okay.
So Dan says yes. What about Connie, Megan, and Erica?
You know what, I responded to a text message that Margaret sent out, and I think I signed up, but I'll go back into email and check and make sure that I signed up. And I mean, I'm literally writing down names right now. I'm up to 31 to reach, either I have something or to reach out to, and I'm adding. So no, I'm taking it seriously. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you might not, I don't see you on here, so maybe it didn't go through, or I'm not sure. I'd maybe touch base with Stacy on that.
Yeah.
Or maybe re-sign up if you can.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 tomorrow, so.
Awesome. Okay, and then Megan, I saw you unmuted, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I don't know if I could commit to doing it like in person every day, but I have been like reaching out to people like almost every day and like following people on social media, but I don't know if I could just like with the work schedule, like see someone every day or my allowance, I guess I should say, could do that right now. So, but yeah, but I will try to do it as best as I can, as much as I can. So,
Okay, well, you should still sign up because you'll get that $5 gift card and I think I mentioned this before, like even if you only have a few, that's more than you would have had if you didn't participate. So that's completely fine. Maybe you just do it on the weekends and I think that it's still an activity worth doing and we want to give you that gift card if you're going to be participating.
do you mind forwarding it to me? Because I didn't see it in my email.
So I just signed up now. So-
Thank you.
Awesome. And I think Stacy needs to make this, yeah, she has it on view only, so
So you have to edit it. Add my spreadsheet.
I think she'll just need to make it to where anyone can edit it. So I'll reach out to her after this. And then Erica, do you want to participate in this as well?
I feel a little hesitant as well, just being dual career, and I have some travel in April as well that I'm a little concerned about. So I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, I completely understand. Do you feel like you could at least do 3 or 4 by the end of the month?
Yeah, I think that's doable.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see you at least do, 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 1 a week, if that's all you can do. I think that would be great. So does everyone have this email so they can sign up at the end of today?
I think I might need it forwarded to me as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions about the 30 coffees in 30 days or any of the upcoming classes? No? Okay. So we have a lot of announcements to go through today, as y'all have probably realized. So another email I sent out yesterday, I'm not sure if all y'all got it because it was showing as processing as well. But we wanted to make sure y'all know about the Ask the Coach. So Margaret has been doing these sessions already, and I'm now going to be joining and participating with her. So these are essentially sessions twice a day where you can come with any questions that you have. So from 8 to 8:30 and 2:30 to 3 on Zoom. So you can join and ask any questions you have, or you could also, like Scott, I think you joined one time and just listened in on the questions that were being asked. So that's a good way to learn if you don't have anything else going on.
I mean, I was just kind of listening while driving. I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of multitask. It's kind of like I'm multitasking during the coffee chat on Mondays. I'm not. And I don't think I ever say anything preoccupied, but it's the listening aspect and hearing what other people are doing through.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so these are open to everyone. So if you don't have a question, you're welcome to hop on. However, if you do have a question, this is a great time to ask us. So we really want all of y'all to start taking advantage of this opportunity. And this can be any sort of question, even the most simple one. We're just trying to provide more resources for y'all and more support so that y'all know when and where to reach us. That being said, if you have a contract question or like a negotiation question or anything that's serious, please let us know. The easiest way to reach me regarding that is to just text me and say, hey, I need help with a contract. Hopefully I'll have been in communication with you enough that I know it's coming. However, I don't want you to feel like you have to wait until Ask the Coach to try to figure out how to write a contract. So if it's urgent, yeah. So if it's an urgent question, just text me or let me know. If it's not urgent, you can come to Ask the Coach, or we may direct you to Ask the Coach if you say want to speak to us at like 8 p.m. and we have something with family going on. We may direct you to come to the Ask the Coach the following morning. So like I said, if you have a contract question, please let me know. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm not gonna be available for those. We just want to try to provide more resources and opportunities for y'all to ask questions and collaborate, like how Scott was saying. So did everyone get the email I sent yesterday about this? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my feelings. You got it? Okay. You didn't get it? Okay. I don't know. I might manually send that today, so you'll have it, because the email had the Zoom link in it as well. So, these are not on the office calendar, but we will send out Zoom link reminders every week, so I'll resend that to everyone. Anyone have any questions about Ask the Coach? No?
Is the Ask the Coach on the calendar?
No, yeah, it's not on the calendar. So, let me make a note to resend.
I was just saying it goes on the calendar at least once a week with the Zoom.
Yeah, so
It seems like an avid. for the week.
yeah, I think that, I think we have a smart plan set up to email it out every week. So you should be, and I think Elizabeth emails it out every week too. So you should be getting some sort of email, and I'll manually send that one I sent yesterday. So maybe star it or save it so that you can come back to it. So any other questions? No? Do y'all feel like this is going to be helpful in terms of reaching us and getting your questions answered? Van's nodding. What about everyone else on Zoom? Megan's nodding. It's hard to see y'all. Small faces. Okay, any other questions about this? No, okay. So let's see, we already did the follow-up. So let's move to the script. And I think that's the only thing. I don't think we were going to try to finish up the social media playbook today, but I think we ran out of time for that. So let's do the script and then we'll finish it off. So let me pull up the script really quick. Scott, do you remember what, I think I said it was C10, right?
C13.
C13. Okay, so the script I wanted us to go over today is the general gratitude script. So this works as a phone call, however, it could also just be a message or a text message. So I wanted us to kind of round robin practice this versus just putting y'all into the breakout rooms. So I'll be the agent first. Does anyone want to be the person I'm calling first? Any volunteers?
I will. I just bear with me because I'm squinting at my cell phone.
It's okay. Okay, so ring.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah, sorry, I said ring like if the phone.
Oh,
was
oh, okay, sorry. It's the one that you have on your screen right now, right?
Yeah, so I'll be the agent calling, so you're just the friend that I'm calling on the phone right now.
Okay, so do you want me to read this is your, and then I say my name?
No, I'll read that part first. So
Oh,
I'll be,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Hello.
Hi, Van, this is Brea Keller Williams Avenues, and I just wanted to call and let you know how much I appreciate you for being one of my close friends. We were talking about gratitude today at the office, and you popped into my mind, so I thought it would be a good time to call you and just thank you for being a good friend, and then I also wanted to know if there's anything I could do for you.
Thanks for the phone call. Not at the moment, but I do appreciate you giving me a call.
You're welcome. Yeah, please don't hesitate to ask for help or advice or any information regarding real estate. I also just wanted to remind you that my real estate business is built on referrals from people like you who may be in need of my services to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the next few weeks or months. So do you happen to know of anyone that is interested in buying, selling, or investing?
Sure, yeah, I have a coworker, Stephanie, that would be really interested.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, do you mind giving me her name and contact info so I could reach out?
Of course.
Okay, awesome. Do you just want to text it to me after this? Is that easiest?
Sure, I definitely will get that over to you.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, thanks for taking a moment to think about helping me. I really appreciate you. And again, I'm thankful that you're one of my friends. So I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Thanks for giving me a call. I appreciate it. Have a
You're
good day.
welcome. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, yay. Okay, I think that went well. Anyone have any questions about that script? Nope. Okay, so now I want Evan, I would love for you to be the agent calling someone. Does anyone else want to volunteer to be the friend that she's calling?
I can do it.
Megan, okay, awesome. Okay, so Evan, you'll be the agent reading this script. Megan, you'll be the friend.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Oh,
Hi, this is Yvonne with Keller Williams Realty in Arvada, and I'm calling today to tell you how much I appreciate you for being such a wonderful client of mine. We're talking about gratitude today, and you popped into my mind. I knew this was a good time to thank you and ask if there's anything I can do for you. Also, please don't hesitate to ask for help or advice or information. I also would like to remind you that my business is built on referrals from people just like you, who may be in need of services to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate in the next few weeks. Do you know of someone who would be willing, or that you'd be willing to give me their name or information?
I actually do know of a couple of coworkers that I can send over their information to you when we get off the phone.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'd really appreciate you taking the moment to think about helping me, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate your calling me.
Thanks. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that went super well. Okay. Okay, so now
I did sound a little like I was reading a script. I'm sorry. I can barely see on my phone.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, and that's completely fine. And especially if you're practicing a script for the first time, it probably will sound like you're reading it out loud, but the more you practice it, the more you can kind of be more natural, and then you can also kind of replace words or say things that feel more natural to you. Like you'll probably notice that I didn't follow it perfectly. Because some of the ways are just not how I phrase things. And if I'm calling like a friend, I would rather deviate more from the script to sound more. So we won't do everyone since we only have a couple minutes left, but
I was gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask you, so you kind of alluded to that, like if you're talking to a close friend, like you wouldn't kind of lead with team and market center or anything like that. You would just try and be more natural about it, right? Like, oh, how you been, how the kids? And then try and lead into, do you know anybody or something along those lines?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say with Keller Williams Avenues, if I'm calling my friend, I would probably just, say hey, because they probably have my number saved, yeah. I love the gratitude part, and I would bring up, like, we were talking about gratitude today at our office, like, so I'm kind of bringing up work that way.
And then maybe ask like, oh, what office are you doing
Yeah.
something new or?
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
like, okay.
Yeah, and then I would still ask for referrals. I think it's great to offer the question that was, is there anything I can do for you? I think that's great. I also think asking for referrals is great. It's not as nerve-wracking as directly asking them if they want to buy or sell. You're asking about someone else. Yeah. And then I would wrap up with the gratitude thing again. So yeah, I would, with all these scripts, you don't have to follow it word for word. These are just conversation starters and points to help you have better conversations. So yeah, any other questions? No? Okay, so this went by super fast today. So real quickly, let's do our one thing for next week. Let's start in the room. Scott, what's your one thing?
So I kind of alluded to getting a Facebook business page put together. So I kind of want to do that. Also, I learned some stuff, took some ideas from the open house I was at. So I was also kind of planning on kind of working on that, some of the stuff that she had ready to go, as far as like, a lender sheet, like how much with how much would the home cost on a 30-year loan, FHA, so that she got with the lenders, potentially reaching out to some lenders to see if we can partner as far as that goes.
Yeah, so,
And then I guess just kind of maybe putting together like a checklist. So like Monday, I'm gonna do an email to a bunch of realtors and see if I can host an open house for them. And just making sure I'm following that set checklist to try to get an open house set up and stuff like that.
and did you know that Mitch has pre-created flyers that he can do for the open house or just other flyers? It does have his branding on it, but he will add your branding as well. So he's essentially doing that for free, with the opportunity to include his information on that flyer. So I reach out to him. Okay,
I
awesome.
mean, like, that's like, just seeing how she had set that up. I mean, I guess Sunday was probably the first open house that I went to, but live conversation with real people. As the
Yeah.
first one had nobody come to, and the second one got canceled, and this third one, at least there were actual people to talk to.
It might be the weather. Yeah, I don't know. It's got some better weather than it was a few months ago. So awesome. Okay, Mike, what's your one thing?
So we're working on? Right now I'm trying to finish up homework from Elizabeth. But, I'm actually doing the 66-day command challenge that you recommended too,
Oh,
so.
cool. Okay.
I'm trying to like, that kind of starts my morning after I get the kids off, is to listen to that like little, 7-minute YouTube and then go walk through all the steps, and it's real nice exposure, I think, to starting to learn all the basics of command, so.
Yeah, I think that was the channel I sent to you, Connie, this weekend too, with Marty Miller.
Yes.
And he has a YouTube channel. He also has a Facebook group. I'm not that active in it, so I'm not sure what goes on in there, but those YouTube videos are, I mean, I watch them all the time when new things are released. So, yeah, great. Okay, and then let's go on to Erica. What's your one thing for this week?
I think doing the command challenge is probably good for me. I was gonna say learn smart plans a little better. I've been trying to test them out on myself, and I'm realizing there are a lot of things that I'm just not quite sure how it works. So I need to watch videos and do tutorials and stuff this week for sure.
Yeah, I have his channel linked, I think, in the Google Drive, but it's Marty Miller, Marty Miller. If you just look his name up on YouTube, he's involved in Keller Williams in command. He was actually an agent at my old market center, and he just got excited about command and started plugging in. So he's now involved in command at the national level, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's a really great resource. What about you, Megan? What's your one thing?
I got my website set up with Elizabeth on Friday. So this week I just want to take advantage of like me still not working. So I want to probably just build on my website and like start adding the things onto it. And yeah, I guess that's my big goal for the week. And then just still like doing my weekly goals of just trying to add people on Facebook and Instagram. That's always been like a fear of mine, as I'm like, I don't want to send this person a friend request and be creepy, but I'm like, now I just need to be creepy. So I just want to keep up with that and like friending people every week, and then just take the time this week to build my website up.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's a great activity. Okay, Connie, what's your one thing?
I still need to figure out how to do those auto emails, and so anyway, if you want just one little thing, it would be that.
The auto, okay, the saved search emails through command.
Yeah, and then I went into RE Colorado to do it from there and hit a speed bump also. And so anyway, but we'll talk.
Okay, yeah, let me know. Okay, and then Evan, what's your one thing?
I think I'm still trying to build my newsletter and like what I want to put in it other than just real estate things. So I've been looking at the templates or whatever on command, but I think, like Erica said, just kind of getting more familiar with command so I can even build my newsletter.
Yeah, so that YouTube channel that I mentioned, Marty Miller, is really great. I can help y'all
What's the
find
first name? I'm sorry.
Marty, Marty,
Miller?
Miller.
Okay, perfect.
He is really great. Of course, you can always schedule time with me or question or quick tutorial. He shares his screen and walks through the steps really well. So
Okay,
awesome. Okay, well, sorry for
perfect.
going over everyone. I'll be in touch on any changes I'm gonna make with this moving forward, but I appreciate y'all's feedback today and in the future. So any last questions or thoughts? No? Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'll talk to y'all soon. Hope everyone has a great week.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.